On her first day, working as a tutor in the millionaire's house, a bucket of cold water was dumped over her head. She didn't even blink. She simply brushed off her clothes calmly. Seeing that his friend's prank hadn't worked, the man thoughtlessly threw a dart at her, but she caught it with one hand. He refused to give up and threw more darts. Yet she dodged every single one effortlessly. What no one knew was that the woman was actually a professional assassin from abroad. Being a tutor was just a cover, a way to protect herself while maintaining an intimidating presence. She walked up to the man and told him she also had a surprise for him. She took a glass of water out of her bag and splashed it in his face in front of everyone. One of the man's friends finally snapped. He shouted at her to stop and threatened to make her pay if she dared to be disrespectful again. But she didn't stop. Instead, she threw the rest of the water on him too. The friends flew into a rage and tried to teach her a lesson. But the woman pulled out her phone and said she would record them and show the video to the millionaire, so he could see who was really distracting his son from studies. Hearing that, the friends ran away in panic. The man, seeing his friends defeated so easily, wasn't worried at all. Instead, he looked at her with a defiant smile and asked her name. That look stirred the woman's competitive spirit. Over the next week, the man tried everything to get rid of her, but she countered every attack with ease. He put a venomous snake in her mouth, and she crushed it without blinking. He locked her in the basement and played terrifying sounds, but she simply lay down on a mat and fell asleep. The man finally lost patience and swore that he would kick her out that very day. When the woman went to his room to give him a lesson, she found him taking a shower. He asked her for a towel and suddenly pulled her into the bathroom. At that moment, the maid arrived with some fruit. The woman immediately realized it was a trap, but he had no idea who he was dealing with. She shoved him against the wall and told him that if they were going to act, they should do it properly. The man was so frightened that he ordered the maid to leave at once. That night, just as the woman was about to rest, someone knocked urgently on her door. It was the maid. The man was sick with a fever. When the woman went to his room, she saw him hugging a photo of his mother. The maid explained that ever since his mother died 10 years ago, he clung to that photo whenever he fell ill. But when the woman saw the photo, she froze. When she was a child, her family had been very poor, and her father wanted her to drop out of school to marry a bachelor. A wealthy woman passing by had rescued her, and even paid for her entire education. From that day on, the woman had sworn she wanted to become someone like that lady. What she didn't know was that the man's mother was the very woman who had saved her.